Got a big warning for you that the pain train is a-coming. BTC outflows record amounts. We're going to talk XRP price, along with the bank saying what they need to get into crypto. The answer, it's not going to shock you. It's going to piss you off. And
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
that's right, the pain train is coming. Choo choo. No. That's for the end of the video. But before we get into news, your comments come first. Hot, spicy, naughty, relevant. Maybe I'll share it beginning in the next video. Kevin DeVries hanging out. This is Klaus. I have father's bragging rights. Yesterday, I received a picture of my son who was in the Navy receiving an award from none other than Pete Hegseth. Awesome. Joyfulness from Colorado Springs. Way to go to celebrate the victories with the sun. Gramps, D63 channel member, thank you so much for your support. Says, man, it's hard when you have a 59-cent position in XRP to react, dropping like it is now and start buying. I'm looking for other alts. We'll all pull through with your wise words of guidance. So remember, Gramps, everyone else, I'm bringing you news, good or bad, happy or sad, as fast as I can so that you can make the best decisions. The Schmed says, I don't know, Klaus, I've got this weird feeling that all this is planned. It's the ringing out of all the retail and handling over to institutions. It all seems pretty pre-planned with these Bybit loans. The exchanges are all up, very fishy me. And we learned that the hack seems to have happened with a little bit of insider help. Didn't we all say that on day one? How annoying is this? Yes, we have green up on the screen, but a massive market warning for you, along with why banks are staying out of crypto. Oh gosh. Bitcoin sitting at 87,253. ETH is 2424. XRP at 224. Are you in the buy zone right now, or are you waiting it to go even lower? Let me know down below. HBAR at 19.6. XLM under 30 cents at 29.2. BNB at 6.17. Standard Chartered warns that continued BTC ETF outflows may impact price stability. These stats are going to freak you the F out. In just one day, nearly $1 billion was sold off from these funds, marking it one of the largest ETF outflows in history. According to Standard Chartered's Jeff Kendrick, I do not think the sell-off is over yet, as net ETF purchases since the U.S. elections are down approximately $1.3 billion. So you got a lot of players leaving the BTC market. And in fact, BTC had trouble even getting back to the 90,000 mark, which isn't good for us because we know what happens. BTC goes down, it pulls the rest of the market with us. Oh, spot BTC ETF records one of the biggest outflows. This news is everywhere. That's why I wanted to share it with you. Now, Crypto Quant. You're going to enjoy this one. Not really. That was a lie. Crypto Quant CEO Coinbase whales drive BTC price action. The bull market is U.S. driven. All right, so basically what they're saying is the optimism is based on the news and the funds from the U.S. At the same time, the Coinbase BTC premium, which tracks the price difference between Bitcoin and Coinbase and other exchanges like Binance, remain negative. This suggests that U.S. investors, especially institutional ones, are driving the recent correction. Coinciding with whale activities on Coinbase, spot BTC ETFs recorded their largest single-day outflow since launch. This is everywhere, everyone. And hey, real quick, about 42% of you are not subscribed. I'm trying to get to 40,000. Help me get there by hitting the subscribe button down below. It is free. So, institutional players are causing the sell-off. A lot of it because of a lack of good news coming from the United States. That's not good because we got more bad news coming with what it appears to be even poopy CPI data and Jerome Powell and the Fed being negative. So why are banks not getting into crypto? Listen to this. Bank of America ready to issue a stablecoin if the regulations allow. So this is how f***ed up this is, okay? Ripple issues a stablecoin. PayPal issues a stablecoin. Circle issues a stablecoin. They all thought it was legal, right? But yet Bank of America says it's not legal right now. That's how f***ed up the regs are in the United States. Bank of America stands ready to launch its own stablecoin if the regulatory framework allows. This comes from the CEO, Brian Moynihan. Pretty clear that there's going to be a stablecoin which is going to be fully dollar-backed. If they make that legal, we'll go into that business. You'll have a Bank of America coin and US dollar deposit, and we'll be able to move them back and forth. They asked him, well, why haven't you done it yet? And he says, because now it hasn't been legal for us to do it. That is how messy the regs are in the United States. And that's why we're seeing a bunch of outflows. Because a bunch of the big institutional players out there are like, yo, we still don't have the regs. The regs that were there before make it illegal for us, so there's this washiness, this cloudiness. This is an absolute disaster when it comes to crypto regs in the United States, and it's causing a lot of pain up on the screen. Because if BTC can't get back up, you're going to have the miners selling off. You're going to have MicroStrategy, who's in deep trouble, having to sell their BTC in order to pay for their debt. This is not good at all. We are at 39,729 subs, trying to get to 40,000 by the end of the month. Help me out. That's why I'm bringing you news, good or bad, happy or sad, to earn your subs. All right, let's talk. PayPal wants 20 million merchants using PYUSD stablecoin by the end of 2025. Okay. I have used PayPal quite a bit in the past. Certain times it's helped me out. Certain times it's burned me. But let's talk about their PayPal PYUSD coin, which is honestly, the volume sucks on it. But I'm sharing this because right now, stablecoins are going to get the regs first, which means what? Which means the rest of this blob here is going to have to wait. That is not good for all of us. The update was shared during the company's investor day in New York with execs from the payments tech firm touting ambitious plans. The thesis was we can facilitate that on PYUSD rails so as to not have to currency conversion the friction as well as time. See, everyone is getting into stables for payments. Using alts for payments, you're not seeing that happen as much. It's just not. You got slippage. You got some of the issues with insider action. These tokens aren't backed by anything. But with these stables, you can back them one-to-one with dollar equivalents. Okay, so you got even more stablecoin news, which is not good for the alts markets. The BTC market institutionally looks like a big pile of shit sandwiches. Yeah, you got now a whole plate of them, okay? It's like you're having a party, and instead of giving people like pinwheels, you're giving them shit sandwiches. This is not freaking good at all. Overall, the crypto market is sitting at 135 billion in volume, which means what, everyone? The exchanges are making money on our fear and greed. Altcoin season right now sitting at BTC dominant with 25 out of 100. Look at this market cap slide here over the last 30 days. We were hanging out at 3.6 trillion, and we're now at 284. So we've lost 800 billion in market cap in the last 3.5 weeks. In fact, this is how bad it is. The market cap right now is lower than Bloody Sunday's market cap by $200 billion. That's how bad this is. Now let's swing it on over to XRP price, where right now we're hanging out at 223. 129 is the market cap, billion that is, for XRP. And what are we seeing? We're seeing still softness. I understand it's green on the screen, but zoom out over 7 days and you'll be like, oh, this sucks. Zoom out to the month and you're like, oh, this sucks. Now, does it suck enough for you to want to get into XRP more? Like, is this low enough for you to buy? It's certainly high enough for most of you not to take profits, but that's why I shared your comments, whether it's hot, spicy, naughty, or relevant, right? Because it has to do with each person being in a different place. Just like Gramps D63 says, I have an average of 59 cents for XRP. So yeah, you're way in the green. But you've seen just recently, you could be even more in the green because we broke through $3 mark. Now you're seeing some XRP softness. So it's obviously not super soft like Sunday Bloody Sunday soft, right? Where you can get deals under $2. But we're in the mezz zone right now with no regs yet on the table. All right. Stables look like they're going to get the regs. The banks are telling us they're going to get into stables once the regs come in. The bigs out there are telling us that they don't want to touch BTC. In fact, we've had record outflows of BTC. Inflation is heating up, which is not good for us. And rumor has it that Jerome Powell, when he does his FOMC meeting, might even talk about raising rates. If that's the case, then you get sub $2 XRP on the table, and you get buying opportunities based on macros worsening in the United States. And that is what, everyone? It's taking down institutional confidence with it. And when the institutional players leave the BTC, it crushes the retail, which is the rest of the market that you and I play in. This is not a good setup. We need something good to happen to turn this around, or else we're going to have what? More pain train instead of the gains train. Well, this is not what I wanted to wake up to this morning. I was hoping that during sleepy time, I would wake up and see a bunch of green up on the screen. But instead, we've got meh. And that's the big problem. BTC's outflows. You got MicroStrategy now. Their investors are starting to panic and sell their stock more and more and more. You've got gold and silver doing their own thing on the way up as a store of value play goes on. And you got governments out there, specifically the United States, saying, yo, inflation's bad. We might have to keep rates higher for longer. This is bad. We need those regs as fast as possible before we erode even further. In terms of XRP price, my big fear is that if BTC can't make a move to that 90,000 mark, that we're going to then swing the opposite direction. The market's going to look at further weakness and start eyeing low 80s. We eye low 80s for BTC and don't seem to get a recovery from that. That is going to push XRP below $2 easily. And the problem we got, as we saw on Sunday Bloody Sunday, that we could breach down to that 177, 178 mark. But now with macros getting worse, it begs the question, can it get even lower than that? Well, if these institutional players stay away, the answer would be yes. Buying opportunity, shaking out retail for one last push before the big run-up, or more market manipulation. Either way, we need the regs because you got banks out there saying, yo, we want to get in, but it's not legal. Meanwhile, across the room, the firms over there are already getting into stable coins because they're like, it is legal. And we're all looking at the same fucking regs. And no one can make heads or tails of it. That's why regs need to come fast to fix this mess, or else we're going to have more pain train instead of the gain train. Shit sandwiches on a platter, serving it to you. I'm sorry, I wish there was good news. Sadly, there isn't this morning. Stick around, hit that subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out. We're on our way to 40,000 subs. Help me out by the end of the month. And of course, what everyone? Garmin, help us out. Choo-choo, bitches.